Hey everybody, this is Threshold Training's workout day for Tuesday, September 15th. Today's workout, we are focusing on vertical pressing through the strict press and the split jerk. So we've been working through the split jerk for the past couple of weeks. Our goal today is to hone in on technique while getting a bit of a moderately challenging stimulus through the strict press. So we're going to work through 6 sets of 2 strict press plus 2 split jerk. We're going to go from the rack, and it's going to look like the following. I will bring the bar to my front rack position. Now for the strict press, I'm looking for the elbows to be just slightly underneath the bar, so my forearms are fairly vertical. The bar shouldn't be floating in the air. It should be at least connected to our collarbone here. From there, we'll push the head back, pull it back out of the way, press straight overhead until we hit a locked out position. So the bar's over our torso and over our ankle or midfoot. From there, we will break at the elbows, lower down, back to that front rack position. When you finish 2 strict press and you get to your split jerk, then really make sure the elbows come farther in front. Maybe not as far as a front squat, but far enough where the shoulders are creating that shelf for the bar, and you at least have all 4 fingers underneath the bar, so the bar fits in your palm. If it's not, and you have your pinky finger out, I encourage you not to lift the bar, because it's really hard to press with only 3 fingers and a thumb on that bar. It won't be very secure. So, once I've done that, then I will dip and drive, and push myself underneath that bar into that split jerk position. Here. So with the split jerk position, I have equal weight in both the front and back foot. Okay, my knee is just slightly behind my hip or maybe underneath, depending on your size and leg length position. My back foot, right, is bent at the toe, and my back knee is bent as well. So it's not straight out, locked out like so. It's bent right down. This helps me get underneath the bar. We'll take about 90 seconds to 2 minutes of rest in between sets. As you get heavier for the strict press, rest a bit longer to recover. For sets 1 through 3, you're going to build to a moderately challenging load for the strict press. You will be limited by the strict press versus the split jerk. Then for sets 4 through 6, you're going to keep the same load across those sets. If you are at home, you're going to do something similar, 6 sets of 2 strict press per arm with a dumbbell, and then 2 split jerks with the opposite leg leading forward. So if I'm pressing underneath, or pressing the dumbbell up overhead, my left leg is going to split forward. If I'm going the opposite direction, dumbbell on left arm, I'm going to split forward my right leg. So a little bit of a coordination game, especially doing the leg that you don't normally split jerk with. Again, about 90 seconds of rest between sets. You can keep the load the same. Your goal is essentially to work on stabilizing that dumbbell overhead, making sure it doesn't come away from your body in this plane or in that plane. From here, our conditioning portion for the day is going to be a little bit more about structural fatigue than about high heart rate, high respiration rate. So Monday was a little bit limiting due to the metabolic fatigue. Today is going to be a little bit more about the structural fatigue, particularly in the forearms. So how it's going to work, we're going to complete a body of work for time. It's essentially a sandwich with a buy-in, cash out, and then meat and potatoes in the middle. We're going to start out with a 200-meter farmer's carry. These are going to be with dumbbells, which is going to make it a little bit more spicy. Okay, so we're going to hold 2 dumbbells like so. Shoulders are going to be rolled down and back slightly. They don't need to be rolled down and back at 100% effort. You just need to be prevented from rolling forward like so. And we're going to hold that position as we walk that 200-meter loop around the white building. If you're in class, if you're at home, Essentially, we want you taking 200 steps, okay? Or I would say 100 marches in place. Then, we're gonna go right into 3 rounds of 12 pull-ups. So that can be kipping pull-ups, jumping pull-ups, or ring rows. Okay? No kipping banded pull-ups. 200-meter run, and then 12 strict dips. That can be on a box, bench, or rings. It can also be on a matador bar. After 3 rounds, we'll go back and finish off with another 200-meter farmer's carry, same load, same distance. Or if you're at home, same number of steps, same number of marches. For our pull-ups today, again, we're looking for something that you can do big sets with, okay? So about 6 to 12 reps. So that would be 2 sets, 3 sets at the most. This should be something you can continuously move through and you aren't getting held up at. That being said, when you're done the farmer's carry, okay, it might be wise for you to take a bit of rest before going to your pulling movement, because you're going to be gripping the bar and your grip's going to be tired from the farmer's carry. In addition, onto that farmer's carry, okay, you may set the weights down. It might benefit you to do that than to try to go to failure, okay? So that the pull-ups and the dips even, potentially, can go as planned, or they don't hold you up and you're not doing singles because your grip is tired. However, if you do drop the dumbbells when you're outside, it is a 5 burpee penalty. By dropping, we mean taking the dumbbells from your sides and just letting go. Even as you come in the garage door, if you just drop them and throw them to the ground, still 5 burpee penalties. You must set the dumbbells down nicely, please. I know you guys can do it. For our strict dips, let's make sure that we are cognizant of our shoulder position as we dip. So oftentimes when we get into this low position, our shoulders shrug up and they translate forward. Keep your shoulders behind your ears this way. They can still rise up slightly, but we're not looking for that forward translation here where they droop forward. They can rise up, but pull them back as you descend down into the dip. So, if you're wondering what that position feels like, right, shrug your shoulders up, pull them back slightly behind your ears, and then take your hands and slide them up your ribs. That's about the position you're going to be at for your dip. So it's okay to have your elbows a little bit wide, not necessarily 90 degrees, but again, that maybe 45-degree angle or so. Okay, so that's one way you can kind of experience what that bottom position is like. Everyone has a little bit different range of motion. Okay, that is today's workouts. Have an awesome workout and enjoy your Tuesday.